My name is Matthew Rathbun, and I am here at Coldwell Banker Elite in the classroom, and I'm going to be setting up a tutorial for you on how to effectively and easily, quickly create videos for On Location. Coldwell Banker's tool On Location is a really, really good tool. They're putting a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort into developing this as a very quick, very easy way to get a lot of exposure and promotion for your videos. Now, some people are cautious or afraid even to do videos, to create them, because it seems very cumbersome and very difficult, and it really isn't. We're gonna take a couple presumptions here. The first one is that you have gone to YouTube.com and created a account. It's free. It's 4, maybe 5 different places you have to put in information, including a password and a username and an email address, and then it creates the account for you. The second thing you need to do is go to a site called Free Play Music, or one similar. In Free Play Music, the thing that I like about this most is that it is all royalty free. In other words, I can use the music, download it, sort through it, and add it to my videos, and it's not a violation of any copyrights. The folks who produce this music and put it online do so that you can download it and use it for free. The last place you need to go before you get started is to google.com/Picasa and download this free software. It'll say PC if you're on a PC, or Mac if you're on a Mac. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to use this free software, which installs locally. It doesn't go online, to help build this video. Now, I've done previous videos on Picasa, and I will add that to the post that I'm going to put this on and reference it in the information section on YouTube. But for now, you can go to google.com/Picasa. From here, you're going to need to go and install it and then set it up, and it automatically will find your photos in the directories. So in the interest of time, I'm going to skip that point and go right to creating a video. Now, I've installed Picasa. I've added the information. I've added my photos. In this case, we want to do a information or video on the local market area. So this is not going to be promoting a listing. You can see other examples of that if you want to elsewhere. And I'm going to put photos of just the location. In this case, they're primarily of Ladysmith, Virginia. Some of them are from other parts of the county, but it's all reachable from that area. You can see over here on my left of my screen is Caroline Pictures, and I've got 38 photos in there that I'm going to use for this particular video. I've already got them just thrown in there. I can sort them, I can organize them if I want, but we don't need to worry about that right yet. You see that one has the blue box around it showing its outline. I'm going to go to Edit and select All. And it's going to select all the photos that are in this particular folder over here in Caroline Pictures. Once I have all of those selected, I am then going to go down here and click on Movie. And you can see I've already started one. This is the first slide is an intro slide. It's black. You can choose not to or to use this particular slide. Over here in our menus, we have an area where we can add an audio track. We can change the transition. The transition will be the way in which one picture flows into the next one. How long the slide duration is going to be, and I can say I want each one to stay up there. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. I really think closer to 3 seconds per photo is enough, especially depending on what you're doing. We will do a different video how we could actually create a recording of us speaking and put that as in a soundtrack. But for now, we're going to stick with music. We're going to stick with pan and zoom -face as a transition style. This gives something called the Ken Burns effect, and that effect is to show a still photo, but that the angle the picture moves and changes based on each photo, so that it looks like the camera is panning against an area, even though they're still photos. I want my dimensions to be 1024 by 768. They can be smaller. I would recommend not going smaller than 640 by 480. I'm going 1024 768 because I may want to use this video for something different in the future. I'm going to show captions if there are some, and I don't want the full frame photo crop. And you can play with these settings to see what you do or don't like in the future. I'm going to click on slide. This gives me the type of font that is going to be on this lead slide. I can also do this to each one of the photos. So if I click on the photo and then I click over here in this little box that adds new text slide, I can actually add new text. Don't know that I really want to do that. To put in other words, a transition section, a black photo between each one, probably not. If I actually want to write on it, on this one, I'm not going to click that add slide. I'm just going to simply type out farm in whatever it's going to be. Okay? In this case, I don't really need to put farm. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you could label it each one. You can choose the size of that font, how you want that font to come up. I may want to be centered, which will put the font right here in the middle. I may want it to be a scrolling credit, in which case when I roll the video, that font would actually scroll from bottom to top. Let me go back a little bit. You can see that font comes up. I'm going to choose to not do, back to my slides, choose not to do any type of font, although I typed front. I'm going to do just the front one, and in this case I'm using Zapfino. I'm going to change Caroline Pictures to be Ladysmith, Virginia. Oops. And I don't care about the date. Right? So that's just going to be what I'm going to use. I'm going to use Zapfino. I'm going to choose scrolling credits so that it comes up from the bottom to the top. And then go back to my movie task over here. Alright, now that's it. I've got my photos in line. If I don't like the photos, I hit this little play. This is the preview button. And if I don't like the order of the photos in which they're going, I can come down here and move. Maybe I want the strawberries to come before the farm. I'm just going to drag and drop them in the order that I want them to come into. Now this is okay. It's got some photos. They're transitioning in there. They look okay with the Ken Burns effect. However, it's kind of boring without music. So I'm going to go back to that site that I showed you earlier, to freeplaymusic.com. I'm going to look through the different styles of music or the feel. Usually action adventure is probably a good place to start. And you can see on this screen where it shows you how long of a clip you can download, anywhere from a 10-second clip to a minute and 53 section. Now I've chose Wings of the Wind, which is a minute and 52 at tops, and I've actually brought down the minute 52 MP3. I've saved it to my computer desktop. Load it. And here's what I really like about the software that makes everything easy, especially if you're kind of new to this. I've loaded the song. I clicked load, I found the particular file I wanted, double clicked on it. Now I've got the name of the song, and it shows that it's a minute and 55 seconds. My options here is that I can either truncate the audio, in other words, it'll end when I have ran out of photos, or I want to fit the photos into the audio. So I want to make all my 38 pictures come up and show in that minute and 55 seconds that the Wings of the Wind audio file is playing. Now that may work. That's going to make my duration 2.9 seconds. See down here in slide duration, when I chose that fit photos to audio, it automatically changed how long it'll take to sort through evenly all the photos that are in link to make sure they all fit by the end of the song. The other one I can do is loop photos to match audio. So maybe I want those photos to be 3.5 seconds. Now I can have the song play, and if there are more photos, the song will start up again. In this case, I'm going to go with fit photos into the audio time. I've done all that, and now I'm just going to click play to preview my movie. Now the sound may sound a little off to you. It's because I'm recording this video while trying to play audio, and it takes a little bit. Okay, and you can see that that's just going to play through. Now I've got some music. I've got my photos in order, and again, maybe I look at that and say, you know what, I really think this child walking, that happens to be my daughter, walking through the strawberry patch should come before this sign. So I can just move that over by dragging and dropping it. So that's it. That's the score of my video. When I get done, here's the great part. When I've got done with this, with my 1:55 video that's taken me, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes here to talk about and create, I'm simply going to go to click on YouTube on the left. It's going to ask me how do I want to title it. I'm going to say Ladysmith, Virginia, in pictures. And I'm going to describe the most that I can. Now, one of the things that I really want to get across here is when you're describing this, really be descriptive. This is a quick video of some photos. And because we're looking at this being a marketing video or a way to engage our consumer, we want to use what's keyword important. And those keywords are important because this is what people will find when they do a search. So I'm looking for Ladysmith, Virginia, which is in Caroline County. Those are keywords that someone may search. Ruther Berlin is a fantastic place to live, work, and enjoy life. And I'm going to go on and describe even more and more in that, but for now I'm going to just put that information in here. And then I've got to choose an area. This is all the information that YouTube would want when we upload a video. In this case, maybe we'll choose education. Nothing else really fits. We could also do travel and events. That would be fine. Tags, Ladysmith. Every tag needs a comma after it. Virginia, VA, Caroline, real estate, information, video, whatever words you think are public or appropriate. We're going to click make this video public, and I gotta log in. So remember the account that we created earlier. I hope this won't show my password. Yeah. Whatever account we created earlier, we'll need the login information from there. And then we're going to click upload video. And from here, it's going to take a couple minutes to create the video. It's going to prepare a local version of this video, and then it'll upload it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and this will upload. This will take a while. Even for a 2-minute video, it may take up to 30 minutes depending on the speed to upload, create the video, and everything else. So I'm going to let this happen. I'm going to take a break here in the video, and then I will provide a link in wherever I post this to see the final draft of the video in YouTube. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, you can reach me at matthew@caldwellbankerelite.com, or you can give me a call, 540-455-3350. Thanks so much. Have a great day.